we got the floor in, and now I'm gonna make a template out of cardboard. I'm gonna start back here because this is the bigger piece, and then I will whittle it down to make the front one. I just got to clean it up between cat food and leaves and stuff like that I don't want in there, and then wipe it all down. And we're going to try to get this, well, at least a template made for the back one, and then maybe the front one. If I could get started on that, I mean, it should be fairly easy. Yes, I know I watched a guy and his boat wasn't straight on the sides, and it ended up causing him some problems. So I'm going off of that, making me a template. Better safe than sorry. So I'm marking on the back of this Hydroturf in this waxy paper. I'm just using regular crayon, and that helps mark on this and helps make your line, show you where your line's at, where a permanent marker won't. All right, so with that piece and that piece, whew, it'll be close. And I'll have to trim out these, get this piece here down. And I knew I was going to have about an inch gap up here at the top, but I think I'll have enough to be able to make some splice pieces too. And then I've got this back here. It's gonna be close. Whew. I thought I was gonna have a little bit more than that, but oh well, we'll see. In my drawer I found some of these little Crayola twistables, and the other ones that I had, wherever I put it, here it is. While I'm making my mark, the tip ended up breaking off. So luckily, now I did use whatever color this is, red violet, which worked really good. I could see it really well. So, however, it is a wide, you know, even if you get it down pretty narrow, it's still a pretty wide mark. So you want to make sure that you cut right. I used my big level to use that as a straight edge to cut down. So, pro tip. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and acetone this thing. I've just got the pieces laid out, just kind of barely got the front one. It's gonna fill up that whole thing. The other one I'm gonna have to piece together back here, but I'm gonna acetone, clean up all this. It had dog food, cat food and stuff on it. The oils from that, I don't want that on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up and make sure there's nothing else down there I don't want. All right, so what I did, I don't know if you can see it, but I lightly scored the back side of that. So when I peel it off, I can peel it off in sections because I'm working by myself, and I think it'd just make it easier for me to do that. right, well, trim up the first piece. It is, I got it a little off, but it ain't bad. So this is truly stressful doing this stuff, you know. Try to make sure you get everything kind of it's fun. It's fun, but it's stressful. Okay, now I just got to cut out, I got that spare piece, I got to make a strip here, that strip, that ought to be fairly easy. All right, we're Cadillacing right along. I did notice some of this EVA foam, luckily I got the camouflage color, but as you kind of butt it up, I don't know where they mill this at or where they make the grooves in it, but sometimes it's off a little bit, but that's all right. I got a plan. So I tried to get it as close as I could, and it is off. And I don't know if I could peel it back up and try to stick it back down, but I'm gonna try. Nope. I'm just gonna have to live with that. Luckily everything, this is where my toolbox, tackle box, and everything else sits. Gas, fuel tank, so I'm not that concerned about it, but still. It looks pretty good. This part right here sucks. So I got everything, but I gotta trim this to where it'll lay down. It's real narrow. So. Alright, only got a couple more cuts. Probably just gonna slap her in. piece right here I need to do something with. Work on that. Got one more piece back here and that strip up there. Whew. So you can't see me, but I laid the last piece just a minute ago. Right up there I got some trimming to do, but it's in. I'm excited. This has been a long time coming. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I still got some flaws here and there. That's the big main piece. All right, so I'm gonna pull this thing into the garage and finish up, and then, man, so it was a Hydroturf, and using the crayon to mark on it worked really good. You just gotta make sure you don't break them. And then I took my X-Acto and my Sharpie knife and sharpened them and kind of as a wedge, and that seemed to help too. So let me get y'all some better footage in the light with this. All right, I think it looks pretty dang good. There's a few flaws. I mean, I did it myself. It's the first time ever doing it, so. But my idea that I come up with is this, using these ice chests as a casting deck. They're pretty stable up here.